right, a very wonderful moment to you wherever you are watching. This is another, another opportunity to interact with you on your #1 transportation-oriented program on television. It is called The Movers, and we're reaching you on the network of STV. My name is Desmond Nwachukwu, and you know how we do it on this show. I will take a break right now to pay some bills. When I come back, we take the trending news, and from there, we can come to the interactive segment of the program. I want to thank you most sincerely for tuning in, but please be assured that it's going to be another very loaded and exciting moment on this show. I'll take a break and be back very shortly. Please stay with us.
From 1933, when it began operations as Motor Transport Union, till it was restructured under Decree 21 and 22 of 1978, later amended by Decree 1 of 1999 and published in the Official Gazette No. 6, Volume 65 of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria has contributed immensely to the development of Nigeria's economy. As a union backed by law, RTEAN, under the pragmatic leadership of Alhaji Musa Mohammed, is set to play its role in the transformation and reformation of the transportation sector. With a well-established structure in Nigeria's 774 local government areas and about 10 million membership strength, Alhaji Musa Mohammed is poised to lead RTEAN into productive partnership with government at all levels to ensure your comfort. RTEAN, the mover of the nation's economy, is committed to making Nigeria a better place for all. For more information, visit www.rtean.org.ng. Uproad Super! There were vacuums in Nigeria's transportation system that needed to be filled. It came to the rescue. The rising rate of unemployment in Nigeria has become a thing of concern. It has provided hundreds of thousands of Nigerians with a sustainable means of livelihood. The security challenge in Nigeria could have been worsened by idleness. It engaged and took many youths off the streets. Commercial motorcycle and tricycle are not arbitrage. They are rather beatitude. The word should be regulation and not banning of commercial motorcycle and tricycle without alternative. This message is powered by Akomaran under the national president, Prince Adebayo Samsudeen Akpelogun, all-rounder. Great Akomaran! Great!
All right, welcome back to The Movers, and next is the trending news, and you know that this is the segment where Toluwaleke Ali takes us through happenings in the transportation sector. Let's get to see what she's got in stock for us this week.
Hello, welcome to the trending news segment on The Movers. In the maritime sector, the Managing Director of the Nigerian Ports Authority, NPA, Mohammed Bello Koko, has revealed that there is an imminent massive job loss in the maritime industry as the NPA plans to delist some barge operators over their failure to meet up with standards. According to him, the authority has equally extended the concession agreement of 5 terminal operators temporarily for the period of 6 months. The MD also decried how rickety barges block the port channels and disrupt vessel movement. Still in the maritime sector, the Barge Operators Association of Nigeria has alleged a part of challenges being faced by barge operators is the restriction of access to port terminals by concessionaries, as well as exorbitant charges being levied on the operators. Head of Enforcement of the Barge Operators Association of Nigeria, Mr. Nurawa Gani, stated this during a stakeholders' weekly engagement on an industry platform. In road transportation sector, a digital identification and consumer analytics technology business has developed a digital plate number verification solution that quickly verifies motor vehicle and owner data via number plates. According to the co-founder and CEO of the company, the number plate verification service is meant to satisfy the need for reliable real-time data in the vehicle and assets verification industry. It will also allow insurance companies to onboard customers quickly while preserving complete compliance and security. In the aviation sector, Emirates Airline has joined a growing list of companies set to accept Bitcoin as a payment option. The company's Chief Operating Officer, Adel Al-Reda, who disclosed this in a statement, suggested that the company might have to recruit employees to assist in creating applications that would monitor customer needs. He further explained the differences between NFTs and the metaverse.
All right, it is time to engage our guest on the program today. Who is our guest? Take a look at his profile, and when you're done with that, pause. By the time you see me next, you have to see me with my guest.
Chief Tiwalade Akingbade, otherwise known as Polorosi, a high chief in Egbaland, is the secretary of the Ogun State branch of the Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria, RITEN. He also doubles as the National Assistant Secretary General of the Foremost Union. He holds a diploma in Industrial and Labor Relations from Olabisi Onabanjo University, 2015. A Bachelor of Science degree, second class upper in Sociology, Fountain University, 2018, and another degree in Political Science and International Relations, Crescent University, Abeokuta. The seasoned transporter with more than 2 decades of practical experience in transport management has in view 2 master's degree in Peace and Strategic Studies, Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, and master's degree in Transport Studies, Olabisi Onabanjo University, Agowoye.
All right, I'd like to welcome you to The Movers one more time. Thank you for joining us.
It's my pleasure, always.
Well, I'd like to start this way. Your union is employer of labor. Now, when you begin to employ drivers, those who take your vehicles all out and all of that, I'm asking this question basically to see how we can manage issues of accident on our roads. What are the things you consider as an employer of driver before you give your car key to a driver?
You know, there is no expert driver. The driver that takes a vehicle out in the morning and comes back safely in the evening is the only expert driver. And then when we were very young, when we were just new in this transportation business, they will tell you that if you are driving, you should consider other road users as people that have, don't let me use the language that will be too much, that have something in their mind, that their mind is not safe. Just consider that you are the only competent one on the road. The people in your front and the back, from right from. So you should take them as the people that have a lot of things within themselves
that are bothering them.
Yeah, that are bothering them, that can affect them. So, but you know, we have been long in this profession. We have motor parks. We know some drivers that they are well cultured, well mannered, and you know the price of the vehicles now is very, very outrageous. You cannot afford to, from struggling to have the money, you go to the dealer, they give the motor out in higher purchase, and you just give it out to somebody that is not reliable. You understand? But when you are in this thing, you are in the parks, most of these drivers, you have been together for long, you know their capability, you know how cautious they are when they are on the road. So those are the factors to be considered. Because you cannot avoid that, just give it to somebody that doesn't have any family or anything. You just, when anything happens, you just take his polythene bag to pack his 2 gin and 3 tops and run away. But because you are in this system, you know who you can entrust your property with. So that is the advantage we have, because this is our profession and we have been in this thing for over 2 decades. So we are not exaggerating. So that is the advantage we have.
So whoever is now coming into will have to learn how to identify the right driver.
Yes, if you go to a park, you will. You must have somebody. You cannot just wake up in the morning and say, I want to be engaged in transportation and I just take my vehicle to the park and I just give it to somebody. No, it is never done. You have to take some precautions, you have to do some findings on your own. After all, you will have somebody in that system before that one can motivate you that you want to venture it. You cannot just wake up in the day that I'm a retiree, I just receive my gratuity. This is what I want to venture into, and just buy a vehicle and just give it to somebody that you don't know. No, it's not done like that.
Let's look at technology. It seems to be taking effect in practically every other profession. To what extent has technology, what role has technology played in the transportation? So let's take that first.
Yeah, technology, like you have said, it has taken on many professions, not only transportation alone. Even when the introduction of this mobile handset in 2002, when it first came up in Nigeria like this, it affects us. It affects us because before, if somebody is going to meet his brother in, let's say from Abeokuta to Lagos, for example, he has to come to park and board a vehicle. Maybe the brother is around or not. He or she cannot know. So he has to be there first before he can. But when the introduction of the mobile technology comes, he will have to call
to confirm
if his brother is around
before going to the park.
Before going to the park. So that is number one. Then the market people, before they will have to go to Lagos or Ibadan or northern part of the country to purchase their goods. But the introduction of the mobile handset, they will call their dealer over there that this is what I need, this is what I need. They will just pack all those things and put it inside the vehicle. They bring it down to them. So it has an effect on transportation. And what can we do? That's our prayer. Technology. The world is moving.
There's this trend now of electric vehicles being introduced into the system, and given your own experience, like I always want to rely on people's experiences because experience, they say, is the best teacher. Do you see electric vehicle as vehicles that can be used for transportation?
Yeah, the electric vehicles, there is nothing possible when we are talking of transportation. Because I know those vehicles would have gone through a lot of testing from one place to another before they can introduce it into road. Let me give you an instance. Before, we were using E20 buses. Later, we were using Ovan. When one of us bought Mazda bus, that should be year 2001 or 2002 thereabout. Some people were condemning that Mazda bus can it be suitable for commercial purpose. Later, we forgot about using Nissan product because the Mazda bus was convenient. Even the inside was roomy, so it was spacious. So we totally forget about it. And then how much were they selling Mazda bus? But now we don't see Mazda bus again. We believe that if you don't see a Toyota product, that no other vehicle is rugged for our roads. No. We are using many types of vehicles for commercial purposes now. We are using Opel product. We are using Volkswagen product for commercial purpose. The main thing is the maintenance. That is just what we need. The maintenance culture. You understand? And all those vehicles, do they have spare parts? Those are the things that we should take into consideration. And if they develop fault, can we see the people that can maintain them for us? I mean the mechanic of those vehicles. So there is nothing possible in transportation. It is very, very possible to use it for commercial purpose.
Let's look at Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria and their disposition towards the customers, the passengers. What effort are you making as an organization to ensure that life becomes easy and comfortable for passengers?
Yeah, the commuters they are the basis of our business. Just like humanity is the basis of any religion. Because if we don't have commuters, if there are no passengers, what can we do? Somebody cannot just take a vehicle and start driving himself around from here to Lagos to Ibadan without seeing passengers. So we cherish them. And Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria, that is part of the achievement of the current leadership. Alhaji Dr. Musa Maitako will be the introduction of Travelers Accident Insurance Scheme. Oh, it's a good development. Because if you boarded a vehicle in a lithium park, God forbid, and something happens, so far you boarded a vehicle in a designated lithium park and you fill the manifest and you fill whatever you're supposed to fill, you give your information, you give your, there is compensation for them. There is compensation. The association, the retailer will take up the responsibility of whatever happens to such person. And aside from that, there is an advantage in that is that a lot of people don't know yet. You have to know your blood group and the nature of your health status. Because part of what kills people in a road crash is the transfusion of blood and first aid treatment. Many people have an issue of blood sugar, diabetes, but the doctor that want to attend to them will not know because they are unconscious. But with the introduction of TAHIS, your health status will be there. If you're a diabetic patient, they will know the type of fluid that they can give you that will not, how do I put it, that will not be fighting or that will aggravate the
cholesterol.
Yes, your blood level. So those are the advantages. All these things are to the advantages of the commuters, of the passengers, because without them there is nothing we can do. And Road Transport Employers, you know, we are owners union. We cherish our passengers. They are our customers. So the national leadership of the association have their love in mind and they take them into consideration.
How often do you, as a union, assess the vehicles of your members in terms of the quality of tires, in terms of the cleanliness, and the fact that in your garages, what kind of substance do your drivers smoke? Weed, cigarette? Tell us which one do your people.
Let me start from that substance. You know, we have some of our drivers and some of our members that are teetotalers that has never taken alcohol in their life.
Really?
Our national president is a good example. You cannot see an alcoholic drink in any of Oritian office nationwide. You can never see it. And we have some of them that don't like the taking cigarette, ordinary cigarette. Yes, we have.
That's strange.
Yes, we have them. So, you know, talking of how often we check the vehicles of our members, often we have the structure of the union. We have the national president and we have 3 deputies. We have deputy president administration, deputy president operations, deputy president logistics and planning. Each and every one of them has their duty and there are terms of reference. We have national task force. We have zonal geopolitical zone, zonal task force. We have state task force that goes to the park over and over. They will check everything inside the vehicle before they can take the vehicle out. The tire, the quality of the tire, the rear light, the brake light, most especially that we are in rainy season. They will check the wiper of the vehicle. Maybe it is working or not. So if not, they will ask the owner of the vehicle and the driver to go and do whatever they want to do and bring another vehicle to the turn. Because we cherish our passengers. Yes, we cherish them. And you know, according to research, road crashes kills more than the deadly coronavirus disease.
Wow.
Because according to statistics, over 463 or thereabout people lost their life in road crashes in Ogun State in 2019. In Ogun State alone. So the record is there for you. But we are trying as much as possible to know how to curb all this now. Road safety is the work of everybody, not the drivers or the operators or the owners alone.
What's the basic cause, the remote cause of all this accident? Overspeeding?
A lot of factors. But according to the expert, the road safety people, they said there are 3 factors: the human factors, the environmental factors, and the mechanical factors.
I know you have traveled very wide, and I know you have, anywhere you go, given your interest in transportation, you want to take a look at their system of transportation. Do you think we can ever get to the level of transportation system in the advanced, countries of this world? If yes, how do we get there? What is the roadmap?
Yeah, we can get there. We can get there. Yes, I strongly believe that we can get there. For example, let's take Ogun State for an example. Under the leadership of Governor Dapo Abiodun, there was a transport roadmap that was launched maybe last month or so, before the Ramadan starts, right? Or during the, I couldn't even remember. It was last month, I believe it was last month. So that thing is a welcome development, because we need multimodal transportation system in Nigeria. We cannot rely on road transportation alone, because our roads, our population is getting wider every day. We have over 200 million people, and we don't really have new roads. So, but if we can engage on multimodal transportation system, like the blueprint of the governor of Ogun State, the sea transportation, the rail transportation, road transportation, air transportation. If we can match all of them together, let's have dry port. For an example, there is railway that connected that dry port to another town. Instead of carrying fuel from Lagos to the northern part of the country through trucks, why can't they carry all those fuel through railway transportation? So the road will last longer, the road crashes will be minimal. So with this, we can get there. And there, transportation is a means to an end. It's not an end itself.
Really?
Yeah, because transportation, if you bought the vehicle or something from one place to a place, that means you have something to do in that area. So if you can do all these things, if you can combine all this mode of transportation together and practice multimodal transportation system, we will get there, which the Ogun State government has started.
Talk to Nigerians. What's your word for them as we go? More importantly, I need to have you tell them what they need to know about the current leadership of your union in Nigeria.
Yeah, thank you. Let me start from that one. The current leadership of Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria, under Alhaji Dr. Musa Mohammed Mitaku B1. Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria, as the road employees, is an employers union, and we are the major employer of youth and adults in transportation sector in Nigeria. Yes, the statistics is there for you at NBS. We employed more people in transportation sector, and the leadership have been working day and night to move the transport sector into the next level so that we can compete with the developed countries. There are many advantages that are coming from Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria, but I would like to let the cat out of the bag yet. When it comes, we'll be seeing it. And my advice to our people, to the Nigerians, is that as we are approaching the electionary campaign and election year, let's all remember the son of or the daughter of whom we are. Don't let us be a weapon to anybody. So let us have our PVC. That's our weapon. That's how we can change if we don't like what is happening, if you don't like somebody, it's not through violence. Let's have our weapon, which is the PVC. So let's come out en masse, let's vote. It's our constitutional right, it's our fundamental right to vote for whoever we want.
From 1933, when it began operations as Motor Transport Union, till it was restructured under Decree 21 and 22 of 1978, later amended by Decree 1 of 1999 and published in the Official Gazette No. 6, Volume 65 of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria has contributed immensely to the development of Nigeria's economy. As a union backed by law, RTEAN, under the pragmatic leadership of Alhaji Musa Mohammed, is set to play its role in the transformation and reformation of the transportation sector. With a well-established structure in Nigeria's 774 local government areas and about 10 million membership strength, Alhaji Musa Mohammed is poised to lead RTEAN into productive partnership with government at all levels to ensure your comfort. RTEAN, the mover of the nation's economy, is committed to making Nigeria a better place for all. For more information, visit www.rtean.org.ng. Uproad Super! There were vacuums in Nigeria's transportation system that needed to be filled. It came to the rescue. The rising rate of unemployment in Nigeria has become a thing of concern. It has provided hundreds of thousands of Nigerians with a sustainable means of livelihood. The security challenge in Nigeria could have been worsened by idleness. It engaged and took many youths off the streets. Commercial motorcycle and tricycle are not arbitrage. They are rather beatitude. The word should be regulation and not banning of commercial motorcycle and tricycle without alternative. This message is powered by Akomaran under the national president, Prince Adebayo Samsudeen Akpelogun, all-rounder. Great Akomaran! Great!
Like I told you, I'm sure you will have taken a lot of things away, from this interaction. Quite exciting moment on this show. I've got to go now. I want to thank most sincerely all our sponsors, and on behalf of our crew, I want to thank you so much for being a part of it. God willing, we'll return in 7 days with another wonderful package. My name is Desmond Nwachukwu. Bye-bye.